So, one of the most important updates that I wanted to do today is the new category for the community. I thought that this would be an excellent addition to our community. A couple of friends have pitched this idea to me, and I think it's time to have this. It is a local meetups category. So basically what it is everyone who is part of this community, who is part of this critiquing, open dialogue, who really believe in the community aspect of personal growth and the art journey, and who believe that critiquing is a vital part. Some people just want to do it privately and don't really invite critiquing in any community they join, but those who are members of this community, those who are okay with how I teach, who learn like how I teach, who have this learning style and share this learning style between each other, can meet up in their local areas, in their local time zones. Maybe just even hang out online on Google Hangouts in those time zones. So it's not just, doesn't have to be just a face-to-face meetup. But local meetups category is now open for you guys to explore. I really encourage you guys to do this. We tend to be introverts, and I don't think that's good for us. I don't think that's good for our social health. I think it's good for us to get to know each other, build communities, meet up at pubs or coffee shops or anywhere, or museums or art galleries, do some life drawings on subways. Stuff like that is excellent to find inspiration there, and it can be a pretty lonely process, and it's okay. We're all hermits, and that's part of the study. We have to be hermits to improve, but it's good to start building this external environment, this external world, branching out our private little studio worlds into the outside world around us. So I think it's an excellent way to get to know everyone else physically, face to face, build a small group that branches out of this community, and maybe invite people who've never heard of this community before to join you outside as well. But I think it's an excellent place. This community is an excellent place to meet some people in your area. We all tend to build friendships, but they're friendships across time zones and countries and continents, and that's the very downside to all of this, is that we're all so far away from each other. But there's no reason why it should be like that. It's good to stay connected to everyone around you as well, in your towns and your cities. If you're lucky enough to live in like New York City or San Diego or somewhere with some of the bigger cities, there are some amazing places to meet up, some amazing sights to see, and you guys might be able to plan something like that. Okay, something else. Please go to the polls category to vote for our next polls. So right now we have a couple of options for our next theme. It's creature design, magical companion, character design, post-apocalyptic robot children. Now you know which one I voted for. Creature design, Olympic gods as animals. Character design, animals as armed knights, which is really cool. I really wanted to explore this one, but everyone's so afraid of doing armor and metallic studies and stuff like that. And then landscape, futuristic, alien ruins. Another announcement. You already know about it, but I'm going to be disappearing for a week. It might be more than a week for classes. So still haven't booked anything for the second week of May, but for sure the first week of May I'm not going to be there. I might take the break for the second week of May as well, because that's pretty much the only vacation I'm going to take for a long time. So I might just give myself 2 weeks. But yeah, we'll see. I'll let you guys know definitely with updates. I'm doing this just to keep you guys in the fold. And then the brushes are out. For those who don't know, my smudge brushes are out, and they have been pretty successful. People have taken them in pretty successful. The biggest problem I had was just the computer performance. Not a lot of people reported issues with their computer, so that's a relief. So for those who are worried that your computer might not be able to perform, just increase the spacing in the brush settings, and that should help you guys. But yeah, I haven't received many problems regarding the brush sets being too large or too RAM heavy or anything like that. So the last announcement that I wanted to make was the Portrait Studio announcement. The models are going to be updated very soon. So we're looking into bringing in subsurface scattering. We're bringing in a whole new model, new blend shapes, new rigging, and it's not going to be a full posable body just yet. But until then, we're pretty much just updating the models until we can get into a full riggable body, a full movable body. Another window or avenue of Portrait Studio that we're adding in is the Form Studio, which is a branched little side thing. And we're not sure if we're going to have this included in the Portrait Studio itself or sold separately at a much cheaper price. But if it does get included in Portrait Studio, the price will go up. It's going to be an entirely new room dedicated only to forms that you can move around, resize, that will have gravity, will have all the physics. So it'll be like a full block of shapes. You don't have to go out and buy shapes. You can make the shape yourself and bring it in, or you have to make shapes pre-made for you and bring them in. Basically, it's like a 3D modeling access without the 3D modeling. But you control the light just like you do with the portraits. Just it's all about form studies. I'm also going to be bringing into that form studio room fabrics and folds that you can move around yourself that also have gravity, and all the physics applied to them. So it'll be like actually having fabric that you can drape. For referencing, for building references, for form studies, and that will also be added to Portrait Studio. Again, we don't know for sure. I haven't fully decided whether or not it'll be a separate window, a separate program entirely, but I do like to keep things all centered in one graceful unit instead of having many pieces scattered around. If you do have a copy of Portrait Studio right now, you don't pay a thing for the update. If you have a copy right now, you'll just get all the new stuff without any payment. So the current price right now that it's at is probably the cheapest price it'll be. And then after that, it'll just go up for those who don't currently own it. So that's my little heads up to you guys. I always do this heads up before we make any overhaul updates or changes. I always let you guys know that I'm going to do it, and that the price right now is the cheapest price. For those who are having issues with the price, this is the cheapest that it's going to be. I do still offer it for free for those who are members in the community, who have active note-taking, who critique, who are active. Just get a free copy. Sometimes I just elect a person that I see really active, who's a big member of the community, who is sociable and sweet and always offering their time for those who need it, for critiquing those who are beginners, for being active in someone's 14-day challenge. Those who complete their 14-day challenge, I just either reward them with a brush set or two, or a free copy of Portrait Studio, depending on whether or not they have it. I will keep you guys in touch about the polls and who won and when I'm going to officially call it. And one of them is winning. It's not the one I want to win, but it's okay. I don't want to tilt the votes in any direction. But I was looking forward to seeing some cute little robot kids, kind of like rebels and little gangs, and with cute little 1920s costumes and stuff like that. But who knows? Maybe I'll reintroduce it in the next poll a couple months from now. But yeah, I will talk to you guys next time. See you on Tuesday. Bye-bye.